Elon just grabbed the controls of our whole payment system, demanding the power to turn it on for his friends or turn it off for anyone he doesn't like. Now, there's a second problem here. It's not just payments from the federal government that are now in Elon's control. Elon and his handful of friends now have full access to your personal and financial information that's in the system.
We all know that Elon Musk is corrupt, and we all know that Elon Musk is making criminal actions on behalf of Donald Trump, on behalf of himself, and on behalf of his own giant corporations. You don't need me to tell you that, but a member of the Trump White House, and not just any member of the Trump White House, but his own press secretary just confirmed that with an admission in a disastrous press conference that shows just the level of Elon Musk criminality and how concerning it should be for us all, and we are going to get into that. But before we do, if I could quickly ask you to leave a like on this video, and if you haven't already, and you enjoy our channel, to hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way, and it really means the world to me now. Before we get into what Donald Trump's press secretary accidentally said about Elon Musk, I want to see some of the incredible call-outs that were delivered against him just today, but one specifically from Senator Elizabeth Warren.
I just want to be clear about what's going on here. The system that makes sure that your granddad gets his Social Security check, the system that makes sure that your mom's doctor gets Medicare payment to cover her medical appointment, and the system that makes sure that you get the tax refund that you're owed has been taken over by Elon Musk. And every organization from your state government that uses federal money on that bridge project to the local Head Start that takes care of little kids while their mommies and daddies go to work is now at the mercy of Elon Musk. Elon just grabbed the controls of our whole payment system, demanding the power to turn it on for his friends or turn it off for anyone he doesn't like. Now, there's a second problem here. It's not just payments from the federal government that are now in Elon's control. Elon and his handful of friends now have full access to your personal and financial information that's in the system. Your payment history, your Social Security number, your bank account numbers. Elon now has the power to suck out all of that information for his own use. And there is a third problem. In order for this handful of programmers to gain access to our $6 trillion payment system, we don't know what safeguards were pulled down. Are the gates wide open now for hackers from China, from North Korea, from Iran, from Russia? Heck, who knows what black hat hackers all around the world are finding out about each one of us and copying that information for their own criminal uses. Donald Trump and his billionaire buddies are determined to take over this government to make it work better for themselves and worse for everyone else. And this is just the start. As we gear up for the tax fight, it will become even clearer that Trump will open the doors for his billionaires and giant corporations to find more ways to loot the government at your expense. Meanwhile, everyone else pays more for groceries, more for housing, more for prescription drugs, and more for health care. When unelected billionaires start ransacking our government offices, this is not business as usual. Nope, nothing is normal. We are living a nightmare created by Donald Trump and Elon Musk, and we need to wake up. We need to use every tool we have to fight back.
Elizabeth Warren has been one of the best Democrats at just holding Elon's feet to the fire and delivering such a perfect and really personalized message about what he is doing in our government. Because Donald Trump and Elon control so much of the information that is out there. I feel like what people are seeing about DOGE is that they're cutting the bureaucracy. They're trimming the fat. They're making your tax dollars go further by getting rid rid of all these bureaucrats. And of course, that's not the case. This mass purge that Donald Trump wants, that Elon Musk wants, is so that they can install their own MAGA cronies who will let them break the law and give Elon Musk even more of your tax dollars. It's not about saving you money, it's about giving more of it to Elon, Donald Trump, and the rest of their billionaire friends, of course. And Elizabeth Warren is delivering that message. That is the message that we have to get across. And that is part of the message that Donald Trump's own press secretary kind of let slip in a press conference she gave today when asked about Elon Musk rolling DOGE, and specifically his security clearance, which is incredibly important. And she had this to say.
Do you know what expertise he has in the areas of global health or humanitarian aid to be able to assess what's happening at USAID?
Well, first of all, Elon Musk is a once-in-a-generation business leader. He is an entrepreneur. He serves as a great ally and a friend to the president. And I think Elon Musk also has a little bit of common sense. And I think the American people really appreciate that when it comes to the federal government, because it seems like all common sense has been lost in this city. And that's what you see when you look at USAID. I know Secretary Rubio made some comments about how he will be acting as the director over that agency. And here's the reason why Elon Musk and others have been taking a look. Because if you look at the waste and abuse that has run through USAID over the past several years, these are some of the insane priorities that organization has been spending money on. $1.5 million to advance DEI in Serbia's workplaces, $70,000 for a production of a DEI musical in Ireland, $47,000 for a transgender opera in Colombia, $32,000 for a transgender comic book in Peru. I don't know about you, but as an American taxpayer, I don't want my dollars going towards this crap, and I know the American people don't either, and that's exactly what Elon Musk has been tasked by President Trump to do, to get the fraud, waste, and abuse out of our federal government. Thank you, guys.
She doesn't know if Elon Musk has been background checked, and she doesn't know if Elon Musk has a security clearance necessary for him to obtain private and secure information that is illegal to do. Otherwise, Elon Musk has committed a coup, essentially, in the Treasury Department, and he's trying to do it in agencies all across the government illegally. So, by the way, because Elon Musk is a private citizen, and until Carolyn Levitt or anyone else at the White House confirms that he is working within the government, that he is divested, which of course he's not going to do, or he has any security clearance, he's clearly just breaking the law. She kind of screwed Elon by saying that by being like, I don't know, he's just kind of doing whatever he wants. He's using your information. He's taking your data. And we know Elon has some pretty nice relationships, some pretty good hangs with a couple of dictators overseas who I'm sure would love that information, and he's just taking it. He thinks he can just get it. That is what is so scary about this current moment, is that Elon Musk, as the biggest political donor in the country, the biggest government contractor in the country, and now the shadow president thinks he can take whatever he wants, can shut down whatever he wants, and won't be held accountable for. It doesn't have to get background checked. There's no ethics that goes into any of this. He's just breaking the law. It's time to call it what it is. And that is exactly what Chris Murphy did. The incredible senator, the incredible friend of the show in this clip right here.
But let's not pull any punches about why this is happening. Elon Musk makes billions of dollars based off of his business with China. And China is cheering at this action today. There is no question that the billionaire class trying to take over our government right now is doing it based on self-interest. Their belief that if they can make us weaker in the world, if they can elevate their business partners all around the world, that they will gain the benefit. But there's another reason this is happening. They're shuttering agencies and sending employees home in order to create the illusion that they're saving money in order to do what? Pass a giant tax cut for billionaires and corporations, right? This is all a smokescreen, a shell game, in order to turn this government over to a handful of unelected, billionaires and corporate interests, and we are not going to let them do that.
We got to have Chris Murphy back on the show soon, and we are going to, because he is much like Elizabeth Warren delivering that clear, unapologetic message against Elon Musk, and one that really resonates with people. It's sometimes the fault of Democrats when we use language that doesn't really necessarily land with people, that we have the right intention, oftentimes the wrong delivery. And I think personalizing what Elon Musk is doing, the blatant corruption, how of course people are right to be worried that their tax dollars are being used improperly, that the government isn't working for them, but there could be no clearer example of that. Not then what Elon's trying to prevent, what he tries to tell you. He's trying to prevent with DOGE, but what he is actually doing, acting as a private citizen, taking your money, siphoning it into his businesses as much as possible, shutting down his competitors as a private businessman through the government. That's what Elon is doing. That is a misuse of government funds. That is wasting tax dollars. That is scary stuff. And there's a reason why Donald Trump likes it so much. And there's a reason. He said this.
Why is it important for Elon Musk to have access to the payment systems at Treasury?
Well, he's got access only to letting people go that he thinks are no good if we agree with him. And it's only if we agree with him. He's a very talented guy from the standpoint of management and costs, and we put him in charge of seeing what he can do with certain groups and certain numbers. Some of the numbers are horrible, what he's found. Think of it, $100 million on condoms to Hamas. And many other things that are frankly even more ridiculous. And they're finding tremendous waste, really waste more than anything else, I think you could say. Probably fraud and abuse can be added to it, the more standard waste, fraud, and abuse. But they're finding tremendous amounts of really.
One can certainly make the argument to me, and I'd be willing to listen, that Donald Trump and Elon Musk actually do want to purge a bunch of government employees. Maybe they do want to shrink the size of government. I don't think that's true. Maybe there's some part of it, some element that is the case. But what I know Donald Trump and Elon Musk really want to do, why Donald Trump is so happy with Elon's Department of Government deficiency, is the intimidation factor, the fear factor, the uncertainty of it all. If these government officials will actually have jobs, or if they should just take their life into their own hands, leave and go get work in the private sector. That's what Donald Trump wants. And why? Because there are civil service protections in place to prevent the mass firing, the mass purge that Elon Musk wants of government employees. Government employees who will oppose Donald Trump's fascism. And if he can just get them to leave, he can just get them to resign. They don't have to worry about that. And then they will install all of those names of the people who applied through Project 2025 to be certifiable and already background checked. MAGA, loyalist, the people who have already signed on, the people have already drank the Kool-Aid MAGA. That is what this plan is all about. That's what Donald Trump loves, and that is what we have to continue to call them out, and we are going to on the show every single day. And if you want to support that, as always, you can hit that subscribe button, you can leave a like on this video, and if you stuck around at the end, you drop a blue heart in the comments, and until next time, I'll see you soon.